All right, I'm in the Frosty Peaks tournament. I'm in Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. So I ran through yesterday. I ran through a practice round um, in this account actually, just to kind of see where I was at, and did not. I what happened is I'm picking shots up, but I'm dropping shots off the minimum score, and you can't do that. And so I'm really focused on some holes, trying to pick shots up, but you've gotta still maintain the minimum score. It doesn't matter how many shots you pick up. And I really believe, like I said in my odd account, you got to come in with a minus 14 or better. So here we go, hole number one. And this hole right here is an absolutely must get eagle. And I'm going to bring, now the benefit that I have in this account that I don't have in my other account is I've got these megalodons. And I'm going to take one of those megalodons, and I'm going to take an extra mile. Let's see what we got. If I can get matched up, maybe. I'm going to shoot this in one video. I'm just going to go through it. It'll be pretty quick on the walkthrough stuff. I just want to focus on the shots. So if I get into a couple quiet spots, just sorry. I'm just going through the deal. Seeing what the winds are. I'm assuming that the winds, I really haven't been paying attention to the wind. I've been kind of playing it like one-on-one. That's about 5 and a little. It's 1.7. It's about 1.9. So it's almost a ring. I'll put just a little bit of curl on it to bring it back up to the fairway. Hitting it perfect. And see if I can get, if that. Oh, and I just clipped it. I just clipped it. Put a little teeny too much curl on there, and on the right hand side there's not as much fairway. The fairway extends out the farther you go to the left. A little teeny bit too much curl. I probably didn't need to put any curl on it at all. I probably just needed to lean just a little. I've got 6 topspin, and I think 6 topspin is about right. I'm going to have to clean up my notes after this round and really set up a set of, because I had my original notes that I took from the walkthrough. This is a tough area from down here to get it in. And I'm in my rapier. There's max, so I'm about mid, so it's 2.4 equals divided by 2.4. It's about an eighth of a ring. I mean, just barely even any movement the way the wind's blowing. Isn't it perfect? Get in the hole. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Starting it off with an eagle. I find that area down there to be pretty. There's a certain area when you're in your wedge that I don't do rings, and I know that's kind of a. If you've watched my stuff, or if you watched my stuff for a long time. When I'm up close, I treat the rings a little bit different. I don't do the rings. I actually do like the cup. So you're in a certain range from the flagpole to the edge of the cup is 4 miles per hour. The way the wind was blowing right there really helped me. The wind adjustment wasn't as critical. It's hitting perfect. El perfecto. Nice shot. Good game. Good luck in the tournament. Finally changed my emojis down there, so I've got them in the order I want. That is one good change. I don't like the fact that we have less access to them. Not necessarily that I liked it the way it was before, but I like the way it was before better than the way it is now. But I do like the fact that we can arrange them. Hole number two. What is hole number 2? What am I doing on hole number 2? I'm doing an extra mile and a power 5 ball, and I am trying to pound the ball down there. Now, with a Titan, and the problem with a Titan is that your red line's right down in that area, and so as long as you have either a side wind or any kind of tailwind, you're good to go. But if we get any kind of straight-on headwind, a power 3 ball could be problematic. And so coming out here with a power 5 ball and going at it, I'm going to bring one of those megalodons again. I'm bringing the same exact bag. Now, with the Titan, earlier today I was at 417. I did a plus 30, and I was in the hole. And I was in my Hornet, and I was at mid club, and I was doing 1.4 per ring. But where I'm trying to get to with this power 5 ball is farther forward, and it's higher up the hill. So I think I'm going to start off at plus 40 and see. The last time we played this in a tournament, I was at plus 40 at the top of the hill, but we'll see where I can get. And I think that was somewhere in the 450 range. We'll see where I can get out there today. This is definitely, depending on what yardage you get, you want to make adjustments. So I'm keeping a sheet. If I can get an opponent, speak of the devil. I'm still kind of practicing on some of these holes, and I'm definitely practicing on this next par 4. I think I have a shot worked out on that with a APOC 5 and a Kingmaker, doing a max overpower hook and trying to get right up in front. You're in mid wedge. I actually, where I was at last time, I was in between mid and max wedge, and I really rather would have been either at mid or at max. I didn't make the shot coming into the cup. I made it, but I hit a grate and made it, so I was off. Way off. $1.7. It's 2.1 per ring. I'm going to do about a 10% extra, but a little less than a ring. Isn't it perfect? Let's see what kind of distance we can get down there. There's a spot you can hit. You hit that roll like that, and you can get about mid moguls. 433. Maybe a 35%. I was getting farther the last time we played this in a tournament because we were getting tailwind and then we weren't getting the varying wind. So on a day where we get a tailwind, it's possible to get to the 450 range. The days where we're getting headwind, I'm going to be somewhere between where I'm at right now and the 417 I was with the 3 Powerball. So I'm going to do a 35% wind adjustment times whatever the wind is, divided by wherever I'm at in my club. Yeah, I'm in my Grizzly. There's Max. I'm in Max Hornet. It's 1 per ring. So it's 2.5. It's 3.37 rings. 3.4 rings. Hey. There's 3, 4. I gotta snap it. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can get in the hole. Get in the hole. That might be a good graphic. Ooh, close. Close. Slight underpull. And for where I was on the hill, I did a 1.35. I wish it did just a titch more. That might be one of those ones where I just do the 1.35 and then I just add on like 0.2. I came in there just a titch hotter than I prefer to come in. Not much, but just a little. This is why it's so important to record your own gameplay, because I'll go back and listen to my own gameplay and I'm talking to myself, playing the full hole 3. My goal here is, here's the deal. I haven't been playing bad. It's just, and I've been actually playing pretty good, but I have not been playing the minimum score. I've been like out there just dinking around and dropping a shot here and there, and I've been making them up. And so I haven't capitalized on the shots that I've made. Now I have been off just a little on this hole, and so I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna continue to work that rough bump. But instead of doing a 10%, I'm going to do a 15% times whatever the wind is, divided by max club. And I'm going to use a sniper and a kingmaker. Let's pick out the kingmaker. A sniper. That's all I need. Off we roll. Hole number 3. Now I've hit this shot in here perfect twice and haven't made it, and been just like right off. And I hit it 2 rings great to the right and missed the rough entirely. An epic failed. And this is a pretty consistent, this is a hole that you get to and you're like, okay, we got a great shot at hole in 1 here. If we can put it in this spot and we hit it perfect, bam, it's in the hole. Bam, it's in the hole. 1.15 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1. 3.4 equals 3.91 rings. I want to be right out on that point. .91 rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 9, 1. Excuse me. Ah, that's a 1 ring great to the right. And watch that go in. That's how far off I am. So I'm not pulling it enough. And if my speed would have been right there, I would have made that in. But that means I'm not pulling it enough from that spot up there. Even though I'm adding on, I added on 15% right there. And I'm doing a full wind adjustment, a 1 per ring adjustment, even though I'm in mid club. I'm still not pulling it enough. You're all probably out there going, dude, haven't you looked at the charts that are out? No, I haven't. Got to figure this stuff out. This is part of having fun in the game. So, you know, just trying to figure this stuff out and have an understanding of how it all works. In the hole. I think the key thing is understanding how to come at these holes from as many different directions as possible. All right, that was hole number 3. Hole number 4. Let's go look at hole number 4. Hole number 4. All right. This is the hole. I am doing a max OP hook shot on this with an Apocalypse and a Kingmaker. Kingmaker by number 5 bag. I'm going to be 2.5 rings in, or I'm going to be 2 1/3 rings. There's a spot. I'll show you where the spot is. There's a rock down there, and I'm going to put my ball guide right on that, and then I'm going to come to the left 2.5 rings. Then I'm going to work the wind out and do a max OP hook shot there. Max top spin, maximum left hand side spin. If you had, I was talking to a teammate of mine he's got an APOC 4, and I'm not sure if there is a ball out there that gives you 3 power, 4 side spin, the 2 top spin boost. I know that there's some of those that are out there. That ball would kind of get your APOC 4 to your APOC 5. Give you that extra bit of side spin for that extra curl you're missing. Alright, where is this? Where is the rock? Here it is, right here. Right there is the spot. And I'm going to come in 2.5 rings from that spot. 1.9. It's 1.5 per ring. So there's 1.5, 1.9. Make sure we got all our stuff on there. Let's see if we can catch the fairway right here and get a run right towards the flagpole. Coming through that gap and get out there where we can take a short chip. Now the problem was last time I was here, I hit this grate and actually made it in, which means I made a bad wind adjustment. And so where I was at last time, I was in between clubs. I was in between max rapier, max wedge, and mid wedge. So I'll have to see where I'm at, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I shouldn't be making an adjustment from down here. Let's see how much topspin I can run out. See if I can run that in. Hit a one ring great to the right. And it will fall in the hole, barely. Woo! Just trying to hedge my bet there. If the wind played a bigger factor, then a perfect and a great to the right might go in. If wind didn't play as big a factor, a perfect and a great to the left might go in. But it kind of drifts off to the left, so a great to the right has a better shot of getting up there if you got your speed right. Lucky. Woo! I got to work that shot out right there. The deal is that I've only made it to that spot twice. And the first time I made it in a great to a great. So I'll have to go back and look at them. 2 greats to the right going in. That's what I'm talking about. All right, what hole are we on here? Hole number 5. Hole number 5. Let's check it out. Hole number 5. All right, this par 3 right here. Now, I made a hole-in-one on this in my practice account. There's this spot, and I don't know. I'm going to take a kingmaker on this one as well. And I'm doing a 30% wind adjustment. I need a marker here in my notes so I can remember what hole I'm on times. All right, that's all I need. I'm going straight at it. I'm not messing around. I'm really strongly thinking about the first par 3 of just hitting out in the fairway and going for the hole-in-one out in the fairway, because I think you have just as good a shot from out in the fairway. And the thing is it doesn't really matter which way the wind's blowing. You can work the wind out in the fairway or across the rough and not have to involve the sand ever. Where when you're doing that rough bump, if we get the wind blowing in the wrong direction, it could cause us a problem. Even hitting from the front. I'm really strongly thinking about switching that hole number 3, and just going from the fairway. I want to play those holes a little safer where I'm going right at it, and if I don't get it in, then I just take a short putt and I'm get my birdie and get the hell out of there. This being one of those holes. Yeah, down here, like blue ring off. It's going to make it somewhere in the 4 backspin. Okay, it's 3.3 equals 4.29. One, two, three, 4, 2.9, and I gotta snap it if I can get it off in time. I can't believe I was even able to get it off there in time. Arrgh. I know it looked like it was short down there, but it seems like it's carrying just a little bit farther. I need to go back and watch the video that I posted for my auto account and watch this hole. See if my opponent can get up there. I'm not sure what ball that is. Very close. Very good control. Birdie. All right, get my birdie and go home. Arrgh. Hole number 6. Got a serious shot right here to pick up pick one up. It's a draw. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. I'm only a doctor. Hole number 6. Let's check out hole number 6. I really don't even remember what hole number 6 is. I'm trying to keep track of these holes. Okay, all right. All right. I'm going to use a power 4 ball, and I'm still trying to work this shot out. It seems to me like I need to use an extra mile as opposed to an apocalypse because I need the top spin. Because I'm trying to get obviously from where the tee box is, from where the tee box is out, I want to get right here. And so from where the tee box is, if you draw that line going out to that spot, this part of the rough is a hell of a lot longer than trying to get through the rough right here where you could just bleed out and end up in this spot. And you can get to this spot at the best, in my opinion, that you can get going this direction is about this spot. I have seen people get further up, but it's normally, if people land, they land up in this spot. But if you get in trouble out here, you're screwed. If you get in trouble right here, I found out in my odd account, I dropped this hole in my odd account. If you get caught up right here, this is great information. If you cut this in half, if you're on this side of this line with your nirvana, your red line down to the cup, if you're on this side of the line, I was like right there. And my red line, like the farthest that I could get, and I put on some overpower, was right there. So if you're going this shot right here trying to dig all the way through, and you get caught up here, the distance from here to here, this distance is equated out here. And so from up here, you can get on the green with your nirvana and you can recover. I mean, it's not like you have to make some big long chip and recover. You can just make a putt and recover. So I'm going for the main shot going forward with a power 4 ball, because a power 5 ball gets me too far out here. I believe that this is a max overpower shot. I don't have that written down, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not going to be surprised if it isn't. I'm pretty sure I need to take it. And I need a power 4 ball. What power 4 ball do I take? I don't want to waste those open balls. That's a power 4 3 side spin. I don't really need the 3 side spin. But I think all of my power 4 balls are pretty well. That's pretty much what I'm looking at. Did I already do the club card trading today? I did. I've got a few cards that are really close to getting maxed out that I've been trying to get out of the queue, and now they're not in the queue, and the cards that I want that are in the queue. So I've been working on my rock. Every time I get my rock from now on, I'm gonna pick it. I want that extra top spin. Finding an opponent, maybe, just maybe, we can find an opponent. 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. Thank you, Byron. I go first. We're getting a little bit of headwind here, which is not helping us. Let's see where that second bounce is at. Okay, 3-1. It's about a ring and a half. Hit it like one ring great on the inside, one ring great to the right. As long as that bounce is in the fairway, I can at least get some launch out there. So a 4 power ball against a headwind is just not going to cut it. It lays that shot way down. I could have put a little more curl on there to try and engage it over on this side right here. But I did not. If I go back and watch that video there, I must have left a ton of room in front of me where the second bounce hit up here before it even got to the fairway. All right. That means whenever we have a headwind, I'll have to switch to a 5-power ball. It's 2.6. It's 2 per ring. So there's 2. A little. Max curl. Hitting it 1 ring great to the right. Just try and get it up on the green so I can recover. Give myself a putt. That's the thing I like about that particular shot, trying to go for it down there. If I get it wrong, I learned some stuff right there though. It's way downhill. The way that it should hit, if the game was right, and we think about it, I mean, if the game works, that shot's way in the hell downhill. So if we have a tailwind, that tailwind's going to really carry us. And conversely, if we have a headwind, it's going to really kill it. And based off that shot right there, it did. It killed it. One-on-one, you can take that shot from the top up there with a marlin and a big dog. Hitting it perfect. I damn near released it there, and I don't think it would have been perfect on that one. That was almost my screw-up putt of the day. I think I very seldom ever go a day without a putt that I screw up. When I first started playing and I was playing for max trophies, the whole deal was I'd get up, lose one first thing in the morning in like tour 9 or tour 10 on a missed putt. Or you'd miss the putt and then I went out to go to a shootout. All right. That was hole number 6. Hole number 7. I have no idea what track I'm on, but I know I need to pick up something, and I think these last 3 holes, we have a shot to pick up something on every hole. We have a serious shot. We definitely have a serious shot on this hole. I'm taking a sniper and a kingmaker. That's all I need. Sniper. Kingmaker. I'm doing mid club. I'm doing I'm doing max club at minimum. That's all I'm doing. I want to be just a little teeny short of the cup with my ball guide. I think I'm putting my white ring off of the transition down there. Now the problem is if we have any tailwind, I'll probably have to drop down to a katana so that I can pull my red line back a little bit so I have enough room to work out wind. if we have headwind, it puts me right at my red line. Let's see what they move. Move 3. They moved about 3.7. So if they hit it perfect, they should be in the hole. Hit it perfect, get in the hole. That was a nice shot. But that wasn't what they were looking for. So, I hate to say, nice shot, man. Nice shot. Okay, I'm right at my red line, and I want to be white ring off that transition. I'm just going to dial it up to the cup. .4. Excuse me. Let me get some water. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hit it great to the left. Damn it. Damn it. Great to the left. I just think I would have been off the cup. I don't think I made a big enough pull right there. Against that headwind, I might have wanted to add on about 10% just because of the side headwind. All right, it's a draw. It's a draw. Hole number 8. What is hole number 8? No, we got a serious opportunity right here to pick a shot up. All of these par 4s, we have a serious opportunity to pick a shot up right here, and I'm pretty damn sure that this is a max OP shot, even with a power 5 ball. But I am going to bring a power 5 ball. And it seems like I have one of these balls. That gives me a little more side spin. I'm going to take my extra mile because I want that top spin. And I get better ball guide with my... Let's see which one between my extra mile and my Apocalypse has better ball guide right now. Extra mile. I got to go with that. This is where you start to get into the shot where you're in your Thor's hammer. When you get your Thor's hammer to level 5, where it really starts to shine. It really doesn't show its potential until it gets to 5. My teammate Kyle, I think, is getting his up to level 6 and says he loves it. I myself, I got my Thor's hammer and my Apocalypse and my Cataclysm so late in the game. I've gotten my Apocalypse up only because of the club card trading. If it wasn't for the club card trading, I'd still have a level. I'd probably still have a level 2 Apocalypse. I think I had it to level 2 when the club card trading came out. And it took about 7 months to get it to level 5. And it took 2.5 years to get it. I have no idea where my opponent's going. And I have no idea what that special ball is right there either. And they have match perks on. And that's not a bad area down there either. the elevation's a little different. All right. I'm going to take the wind out. It's about 1 3/4 rings. And I hit 1 ring grate to the left. It's all about if it ends up in the sand right down there at the bottom, or if it bleeds through that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right there. That's perfect. Perfect. Still got some work to get done. See if my opponent can get down there. I like that approach shot where my opponent was at. That's not a bad spot to lay up. The elevation's a little bit, you're not quite as far above the hole. Still got a little work to do here. Isn't it perfect? In the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. I think I got eagles on all 3 of the par 4s. Did I get an eagle on hole number 1? Maybe I did. Good luck in the tournament. Let's see what my scorecard is right now. I think I'm on a pretty good track. And I'm in 12th with a -13. What does that tell you? And there's a -13 that's not going to make it. That's below the cutoff line. So that tells you how good the stuff is above this. I have not looked yet in this bracket to see what the deal is, but shit. If a -13's right there, that means that there's some big scores at the top. I would imagine the bracket's probably dominated by 14s. I picked up 1. You're supposed to pick up 1. Supposed to get the eagle on 2. I got the eagle on hole number 4. Got a little lucky. Supposed to get the eagle on hole number 6. Picked up the eagle on hole number 8. So I did get all 3 of the par 4s. That's the goal right there. That is the goal. So the goal also is to pick up 1 of the other shots. 1 of the albies or 1 of the par 3. So got to get this albie right here. Right now. Let's go check out hole number 9. All right, hole number 9. All right, I am definitely bringing out a bigger power ball to try and get out here. So the deal is this rough, if you want to hit over a narrower area because whatever ball you're bringing out, looking at where your first bounce is to where your second bounce is so that you can clear that rough, how far to the right you have to go in order to get it. The farther right you go, the more you put this into play. So you're going to want to come in with curl so that it hits here, tries to get through that narrower area, and then bleeds off this direction and skips this rough. And I'm trying to go straight at it and clear. You can do this with a 3 power ball if you have tailwind. But if you have any kind of headwind, you're going to end up, I think at best in the fairway right here. At worst, you're going to end up in the rough right here. Try and bleed forward, but if you got a bigger power ball, this hole definitely going forward. I want to bring a lower wind ball. I think these are low wind. They are. They are. And I don't need that side span that much. I'm going to take an extra mile. All my accurate stuff. My goal is to get down into my Hornet. Am I in my Hornet or am I in my Grizzly? We're going to find out right here. In my other account, I'm barely getting through because I only have 3 Powerball. So we had headwind and I clipped the rough and just bled out. So I was in my Grizzly. But in this account, I think I'm actually up in my Hornet. Here we go. Finally. Come on. Hole number 9. Poor guy goes first. Oh, we are getting a little bit of help. And see, with a 3 Powerball, where you can get out there, if you don't have any tailwind, that second bounce is going to clip that rough. But if you come in at it a little bit more from the right, you set that shot up a little bit more to the right, and you use max left-hand curl, you can try and come at it where you're at a narrower spot, but your trajectory is going .27. It's 2-1. That leaves me 6. That's about I'm gonna go that much right there. I'm going to put it back up to the red line. Oh, that might be bad. This landing I think is fine, but it's the other one over here I'm going to end up in the rough. I didn't make it around the corner. Hitting it 2 rings great to the left. Arrgh. I can recover from there. I got a great shot right there. If I can hit this shot perfect, this is an absolutely 100% makeable shot. And I'm going to do a 15% to the cup. See if my opponent can get up there. Ooh, they'd had their speed right. That'd have been in the hole. When I shoot those one-on-one videos, that is the whole deal about coming into these cups, is your speed is so important. Okay, there's max. There's mid. I'm up in the max range. So it's 2.4. It's 2.76 rings. Oh, divided by 2. It's 1.38 rings, excuse me. Ah, shit. Had to fire it off. Almost ran out of time. Didn't get to get the even a look at it. I'm surprised I was able to get that off. Damn. When I looked up and I set it up, I only had 3 seconds left. My goal was to try and let it go on the first time by, and I was like, whoa, that was really fast. Haven't seen those before. Shot glasses. All right. That was not the round that I was looking for. But that's, no, I mean, when I think about what I came in here, my goal coming in was a minus 15. And anything better than 14. Minus 15 was the goal. So coming in with a minus 15. That and you can see where the scores are now. Like, look at this. Look at the bracket here. The let's think about where we're at with 100 players. We have 100 players. We got 10 right here. So I mean, this is indicative of the percentages. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60% of the bracket is at minus 14. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 30%. So 60%, 30%, minus 16s make up 10. That can't be right. It's 20. Must only be 5 14s. Ah, it's tiebreakers. I got you. We got more people. The more people that got in. So 16 is, excuse me, sorry about that. Just trying to work out the math here. 20%. And 15s are 30%. And the 14s make up 50%. So that means in our opening round, to make it past the opening round, we're going to have to shoot a 15. So like coming in and shooting the 14, repeating that and shooting the 14 and getting the minus 28 is going to put us right on the cut line. So it's going to be a tight to get into the weekend round. You're going to have to pick up shots. There's just way too, and I didn't pick up any of the par 3s and I didn't pick up any of the par 5s. And there's tons of opportunities to pick up shots, but there's also a bunch of these holes that you can epic fail in. The one thing I like is if you have bigger balls, there are some of these holes that you can go out there and you can get super aggressive on it, and if you don't make the shot you were looking for, you still have a shot from where you're at to get on. You can recover, and in several of those situations, not only can you recover, but you have a super decent shot going in. All right, that was the qualifying round for my 77 account, shooting a minus 15. That was exactly what I was looking for, but I was hoping for more. Thanks for watching.